Hello, hello. How are you doing today? Let's take a minute to just ground ourselves, to tune in with our bodies, how we're feeling. If you're sitting, put your feet on the ground. Your hands can be on your lap or beside you. Gently close your eyes and just notice your breath as you breathe in and out. As you listen, sense, and observe your breath, imagine a beautiful, sparkly white light coming into your body, filling up every cell. And as you release, you let go of everything energetically, physically, mentally that no longer serves you, emotionally. Just wanted to pop on. It's been a very exhausting couple of days. I had my EMDR session on Tuesday morning, and it wiped me out all day yesterday and today. But I do want to try and keep up with my daily practice. And one of the card decks I'm going to use today, I found this. It's an old deck of my mom's. I don't even know how or where she got it or anything about it, but I picked it up and I started looking at it, and I kind of appreciated the lessons and the messages that appear on these cards. They seemed very relevant for the human mind to understand in the physical form. A little bit less sort of woo-woo, right? Like some of my cards are a little bit out there and hard for people to grasp or understand, and they're a little bit metaphorical. I feel like these ones are maybe a little bit more direct and literal in their communication. So I just wanted to tap on and get some general guidance for the collective conscious to see what we need to focus on today as we settle into our bodies, as we rest, as we accept and love ourselves, as we continue this journey of self-growth, improvement, personal development, healing. Okay, so this card we have is called Beyond Greed. Beyond Greed. Number 7, if that means anything to you, number 7 is Beyond Greed. This is the message that our guides want us to know today. Turn your awareness in a positive direction towards the trust that whatever is given is absolutely right. And out of this trust, allow yourself to dance in gratitude. Narada, the great Indian mystic, was going to see God, playing on his new veena. He passed a forest and came across a very old sage sitting under a tree. The old sage said, "Please ask God one question from me. I have been making all kinds of efforts for 3 lives now. How much more is needed? When is my liberation going to happen?" Narada laughed and said, "Okay." As he went on, he found, under another tree, a young man dancing and singing with his ektara. Jokingly, Narada asked, "Would you also like to ask God some question?" The young man did not reply. He continued his dance as if he had not heard at all. After a few days, Narada came back. He told the man, "I asked God. He said 3 lives more." The old man was in a rage. He threw his beads and his scriptures. He said, "This is absolutely unjust. 3 lives more?" Narada moved to the young man, who was again dancing, and he said, "Although you did not ask, just by the way, I asked God about you. But now I'm afraid whether to tell you or not. Seeing the rage of the old man, I am hesitating." The young man did not say anything. He continued to dance. Narada told him, When I asked, God said, "Tell the young man that he will have to be born as many times as there are leaves on the tree under which he is dancing." And the young man started dancing even more ecstatically. He said, "So fast? There are so many trees in the world and so many leaves. Only this much?" When next you go to God, thank him. And it is said the young man became liberated that very moment. If there is such totality of trust, time is not needed. If there is no trust, then even 3 lives are not enough. And my feeling is that old man must be around somewhere, even now. Such a mind can't become liberated. Such a mind is what hell is. So if you're seeking freedom, you're free. Your mind is your prisoner, right? So it's the way you look at things, the perspective, the point of view that you take, that shifts how you show up in this life and what the universe and life brings you. The one that was happy and doing inspired action and joy, that was living his best life, dancing, not really caring what anyone else says or think, he's just making the best of the situation. For him, he can't have enough lives. He wants more and more of the good stuff. For the other fellow who's living in misery and suffering and fighting against his own challenges and resisting against his own path, 3 lives is too many. He just wants to be done and wants to go to heaven. But heaven or hell is created on earth. Heaven or hell is created in your mind based on how you attack and face and perceive things. So that's what I like about them, is the stories. It's actually less direct. It's the stories that I enjoy, and I find the stories very relatable. It's the messages on the cards beyond greed and such that I find very relatable. But I do want to pull one more because they are very cool stories, and I love the teachings. And so beyond greed, which means don't be greedy, right? Like, just enjoy what you've got. And if you enjoy what you've got, it's never enough. You're going to want more, or you're going to be happy with what you have and count your blessings and get more. You're going to be blessed with more because you're happy with what you have. So what other message, our channel, what message would you like us to channel today? Guides for the highest good for anyone watching this video now or in the future. The next message is about postponement. Oh gosh, I've had this card before and it's really cool. In the photo, you can see one man laying on the beach, basically enjoying himself, having, you know, life's too short. Let's just live on the beach and relax, and we'll get to it later. We'll deal with it later. And the other man's like, I've got to go to battle. I'm prepared and ready to go. What are you doing, you fool? Like, let's go. So let's see what the story says. Number 45, postponement. Look at the futility of chasing fulfillment in the future and realize that nothing more is needed. Don't postpone. Diogenes, the Greek mystic, is one of the rare flowerings of human consciousness. When Alexander the Great was on his way to India, he met Diogenes along the way. It was winter morning, a cool breeze was blowing, and Diogenes was lying on the riverbank, on the sand, taking a sunbath naked. He was a beautiful man. When there is a beautiful soul, a beauty arises which is not of this world. Alexander could not believe the grace of the man. He was in awe, and he said, "Sir." He had never before said "sir" to anybody in his life. He said, "Sir, I am immensely impressed by your being, and I would like to do something for you. Is there something I can do for you?" Diogenes said, "Just stand a little to one side, because you are blocking the sun. That is all. Nothing else do I need." Alexander said, "If I have another chance to come to the earth, I will ask God, instead of making me Alexander again, to make me Diogenes." Diogenes laughed, and he said, "Who is preventing you right now? Where are you going?" For months, I have seen armies moving. Where are you going? And for what? And Alexander said, I am going to India to conquer the whole world. And then what are you going to do? Diogenes asked. Alexander said, Then I will rest. Diogenes laughed again, and he said, You are mad. I am resting now. I haven't conquered the world. I don't see the necessity of it. If just in the end you want to rest and relax, why not now? Who has told you that before resting you have to conquer the world? And I tell you, if you don't rest now, you will never rest. You will never be able to conquer the world. You will die in the middle of the journey. Everybody dies in the middle of the journey. Alexander said he would keep it in mind, and many thanks. But right now he could not stop, and he died in the middle of the journey. He never reached home again. He died on the way. And then a strange story has been told down the ages that Diogenes also died on the same day, and they met on the way towards God, just crossing the river. Alexander was a few feet ahead when he heard somebody behind him. He looked back and saw it was Diogenes, the same beautiful man. He was surprised and ashamed. Trying to hide his shame, he said, So again we are meeting, the emperor and the beggar. And Diogenes said, That is true, but you misunderstand. You don't know who is the beggar and who is the emperor, because I lived my life totally. I enjoyed it. I can face God. You will never be able to face him, because I can see. You cannot even face me. You cannot look into my eyes. Your whole life has been wastage. So what are you trying to conquer so badly? What are you trying to overcome or fight or win in order to do something? You know, many of us say, when this happens, I will do this. When I win the lottery, I'll finally be happy. When I find the man of my dreams, I'll finally be happy. When I have children, I'll be happy. We place so much value on our worth and on our happiness on some external event that may or may not happen, and it's in the future. Why not be happy now? Why not enjoy your life now? If all you want to do is rest and relax, no one's telling you you have to go and build a multi-million-dollar business. No one's telling you you have to go and get a 6-figure job, right? What are your goals? What are your dreams? And what is it that you want to be doing with your life? Do it in the present moment. Life's too short. You never know when it's going to be over, so just enjoy it when you can. Okay, those are long, so I'm not going to do another one because I did want to do one of the Secret Language of Light meditation ones. I've been getting one called Colors lately, but I'd like to get a different one, so we'll see what happens. These ones just kind of help me continue practicing and strengthening my gifts and my connection with spirit, as well as making sure that I'm playing with them and incorporating some part of my day as part of that segment. My intended segments are to play with my spirit team, spirit guides, Mimi. And we're going to do a bit of a meditation. So for this card today, we have, nothing has gone wrong. Number 7. I love this one. So life is all about balance. So without the dark, we can't enjoy or see or appreciate the light. Without the bad, we can't understand and appreciate the good. Everything is in balance. So whatever happened is meant to happen, and there's going to be some kind of counteraction or ripple effect. Number 7, to correct it or to maintain or align the balance. So let's see, number 7. An obstacle launches new loving requests. In the last few days, a change came out of the blue. It may have felt like your body and mind moved through a crack in reality as your life altered course so suddenly. Deep within you, you have been craving change, and this situation brings new and different experiences to your life. You may be feeling a little lightheaded and dazzled by the brilliance of this expanded version of you, but you are doing so well. It is now time to catch your breath and settle into your new outlook. This is an opportunity to look at your thoughts, ideas, and your reactions to your potential success. As you become aware and implement change, you can rise above the limits people or situations have placed on you. This card depicts the trigram of the I Ching with a yin-yang symbol. This is a reminder that everything changes, that nothing can exist on our physical plane without its opposite, and neither is superior to the other. You can't stop anything that has manifested, but it can serve as inspiration to create new paths aligned with your soul truth. Okay, and we're going to do our meditation, which says focus on what makes you smile. Focus on what makes you smile. So if you want to take a few deep cleansing breaths and settle in, place a hand on your heart and gently close your eyes as you slow your breathing. Think of something that recently happened that helped you gain clarity about your dreams. It could be something that pushed a button or inspired a revelation. Just let this information be here as you breathe deeply. Whatever comes in is perfect for you. Imagine you are breathing red into the blue of your truth. It creates a magenta path to your heart that contains all opposing forces as one. Centered in your heart, you dreamily feel at peace with all things and yourself, ready to receive wise communications from your soul. What happened recently that helped you gain clarity about your dreams? Something driving you closer to your path or helping you steer away from the wrong path? When you feel ready, begin to take deep breaths in and out. Allow yourself to flow with the inevitable changes this beautiful world offers to bring you closer to your soul truth. Then, when you're ready, open your eyes and see all of the love all around you. I hope you go on to your day feeling lighter, more relaxed, and a little bit more clear on any steps or actions you need to take today. Thank you for joining me, and God bless you. Namaste.